Hi guys, welcome back. Last time I left off, I was showing you how to basically just do a come on. I was showing you how to do a check on your to basically just turn off the data vault component. Basically, it's the requirement. You have to turn it off for you to be able to perform an upgrade. Okay. I don't know what this is doing, but anyways, okay. So basically, after the upgrade, basically to make sure that all of the components or components of this object were converted correctly, you would run this script again. If you when you don't if you're doing this, you know if you're doing this manually, you would run this command. You run the you execute the SQL script. You go into the RDBMS slash admin, and you run this script utlrb, and that's going to recompile any of the database object or the database components that were basically that during the upload process became invalid. So again, what you did previously is you actually ran and you ran a command and you check on those same components to see if they were in a valid state, and you actually went forward to upgrade this, because they were in a valid state, and then now you just want to make sure that they remain in a valid state throughout the upgrade process. So if they are in an invalid state, you're gonna run this command to recompile them, and then to basically just have them basically just be again to change the status from invalid to valid. What you also do is again this is just performing a database upgrade manually. You would have to review the status of those components. So you recompile those individual components. Basically, actually, what I should have done is I should have. So this step comes before this one, because you have to know which ones are invalid before before you can actually compile them. So you would run this command first. You would run the UTL 112 s that SQL. Again, this is only this is 112 because I'm doing a I'm working on 11GL2. I'm performing 11GL2 database upgrade. Again, if you have a different version, then I'm assuming that this script will also be different. So you run this command to be able to show. It's going to show you the different database components, their names, how much time it took them for them to compile, and also their state. So once you figure out what the state is, if the states are valid, then there's nothing else to do for you to do. But if the states are invalid, then you'd have to run this command. So this one comes before this one. And what you also do is typically, let's say you are performing an upgrade, and the upgrade is for set for one time zone. Again, going from 10G to 11G. 11G database. So basically, what you do is you just basically just change the database time zone if that's necessary. So I just check the database time zone number 1 and then change it. And then also, what you do is you have to execute this procedure. You need to get some statistics on basically on you need to get some statistics on basically what's going on with the system. So you run this command, you run this procedure, the DBMS stats, DBMS underscore stats, that data system stats, and then you get the statistics for the user, and basically just again for the fixed the sort of so again, perfect example is if you're a sys user, so you would gather statistics for how what is the performance like for this user inside the system for these fixed you know, objects. Sort of basically what I'm trying to say is that basically you just have to get a sense of like how much time each the activities internally are taking place. And yeah, so whenever you mention whenever you talk about just how long something is taking place internally, you always have to mention the optimizer. So basically, what you be doing here, the reason why you're doing this, you run this command is to basically just kind of get it to gauge the performance, the how much workload the performance the optimizer is having to deal with, and basically how that is affecting the query response time. So what you're doing basically is just having some time statistics, and then also once you have the statistics for the system statistics for using a particular user, then what you do is you would run this command. This procedure is to gather fixed object status for all. So basically, what you're doing is you're gathering the workload statistics for a particular database data table. So number one, the first thing that you did is you actually gather statistics for just the optimizer and how it's responding to different requests. Number one is, and then now you're gauging. Now the same thing that you're gauging is you're actually gauging the workload for an individual object. So not again, you can you can tweak this command and make it so that you only gather information for an individual object. But again, I have for all. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm actually gathering the workload statistics for all the different objects. So I'm getting a sense of okay, the user is experiencing this query response time, and then here I'm just gauging how much activity or how much workload the optimizer is burning itself with in terms of in terms of servicing requests and just going to different objects. And basically, this command actually, what it does, it excludes the number of blocks. There's another command, gather table statistics. That one actually just gives you more information on a fixed object. But this one basically excludes the diverse objects. And also, this is a very important point. It actually checks the dictionary objects. So dictionary objects, of course, like when I say dictionary, I'm referring to basically like VDA session or all those many other performance views actually fit into the category of dictionary object. There's a list available if you want to just get a sense of exactly what the fixed object is a video about. I would highly recommend going to the Burleson Consulting website, and they actually have a long list of objects of dictionary objects that qualify as fixed objects inside of open software. So what another some of the other post-upgrade checks that you'll be performing is you'll be just running some of the backup scripts, not running them, but just modifying them. So if you perform a backup previously with let's say you had a 10G release one version and you upgraded to 11GR2, and you perform a backup when you had 10G release one, then that means that you would have to go into the backup and sort of bring the environment details up to date. So basically you would just replace basically all of those details with the new environment detail, which is basically reflecting the new database, which would be 11GR2. So you would have to again if you want to just run that script, that's fine, but again basically it's up to you. You can basically just reapply some of these some of these details that were backed up, and you would just restore them with into the new environment. Actually, this is very it's something I would highly recommend actually. So if you're doing an upgrade and you're not sure how the different how the conversion is gonna just sort of like um, um, be take place. Then basically this is something that will happen. And just pick it back up and then restore on that perform recovery and restore over that backup, and then all you have to do is just change the parameters just reflecting the new setup. And also you can run this command again you can run this command either you know on the command line prompt srvctl basically config, and then you'll be able to see if the database upgrade was successful. It's going to show you what the version is, what the listeners is using, and those details. So run this command to see if the database upgrade was successful. And also this is very important. You would have to basically just change the compatible parameter in your again SP file, P file, but really what you're doing is changing the P file. So you change the compatible parameter to reflect the new environment, new setup. But basically the thing is, once you make this change and you save the file, the P file, and then you try to use that P file to basically initiate to start up a database, having connected to having already logged into SQL Plus, then this cannot be rolled back. Once you save this and you try to start a database with the compatible parameter reflecting the new environment, this cannot be rolled back. So just be very mindful of this when you if you ever happen to basically just again just have to again you have to just compatible just be mindful how risky it is for you to do this. And another thing is that if you were to use DBUA and then so you're expecting DBUA to actually do this, change the compatible parameter for you, it's not going to do it. It has to be done manually. So you're taking a huge risk when you're doing this. So I just heard something with a noise on background. I hope it's not anything. Yeah, okay, never mind. So, and then what you do is you would actually perform a backup. So again, what I'm thinking is, so if you have Allman, if you let's say you're using Allman, if you're using even Enterprise Manager to perform a backup. So what you want to do is this would ensure that you have some of the same environment details that you have that are brought from the previous environment to the current environment to the newly installed environment, and then you perform a backup now for the newly configured environment, and then you would just save. Yeah, Firefox is going just losing its mind over there. But anyways, again, so post upgrade, some of the things that you have to be mindful of is basically you might have basically just some applications that are not running that are experiencing some side effects. Basically, you might get some shouts here and there from developers just asking you, hey, what'd you do to my application? Right? So that's just one of the that's one of the shortcomings of not shortcomings, but that's one of the potential things you have to face. With the potential not downfall, but sort of side effects or unintended consequences of performing an upgrade. Basically, the application might perform a little different, and then you would just have to do some. There will have to be a lot of communication between you and the developers. To get the application back up and just up and running optimally again. if that is the case. So again, so in terms of performing a manual database upgrade, so I have all these steps laid out. So the first thing that you do is you just issue a startup upgrade command. And then you would basically just make sure you have a sysall table space already available. If it's not available, just create one. Then you're gonna start by running this command. You run this not command but SQL strips. You would run again. So it would be like a so how you run scripts on SQL Plus Windows? You just put the add here. You'll be add this script, and it's gonna run the script. It's gonna run the script, and you have to run all these individual scripts. Again, I miss admin, but that's not a critical but anyways, so you just again all these scripts are located inside the admin directory, the admin folder. So once you get into this location, you just run these different scripts, and basically and then here again, this is actually referring to the time zone. Again, this is just again, if this does not apply to you, don't have to run the script. But typically, like you're not sure, what the time zone that the database are converting into. So you just run this command to basically just make sure that the database adjusts to the time zone for the database location the location that you're in. And so, in terms of the post upgrade, just overall, like what are some of the things that can go wrong? What are some of the problems that are most encountered? What are the fixes to those problems? So basically, again, just in terms of the rack environment, basically typically what happens is that when you would perform you take a snapshot on an individual for an individual database. But basically, what happens is that if you have a rack environment, you can't do that. Once you switch over, once you make a conversion to rack environment, that means that you would have to have one shared location for basically to store those details, that information. So basically, what that means, of course, is that basically you just again, so because you're dealing with RMAN, and RMAN, is able to perform control file backups. That means that you can't have RMAN just store you have to have RMAN store you have to take RMAN's snapshot backup, or control file backup, and then place that in a shared location so that all the nodes are able to access it. Let's say if you experience a disastrous event, system failure or instance failure, then all the nodes be able to refer to that one shared location to get that the backup information, be able to for them to be restored and recovered. So basically, that's just you just have to basically just figure out a shared location for a control file when you deal with a rack environment. That's a really common error post upgrade. And also in terms of post upgrade, this is basically the ASM instance. Basically, if you basically the state of the ASM instance might change. So basically, so when you're checking the ASM instance, so again, ASM instance is a resource, right? So what would happen is that you would run this command crstl, and then you would to make sure you would run crstl config, and then you would run resource, and then you type in or the ASM. It's gonna give you a layout of it's gonna give you a reading of what the ASM the different attributes are for the ASM. So it's gonna show you what the state is, what the state details are, details is. So if typically the state details is gonna show you either it's either going to show you online, offline, or intermediate. So if your ASM was online before and you perform an upgrade and it's intermediate now, just know that that's just a common error within Oracle. Just change that parameter. And also another sort of unexpected glitch that also takes place is basically the state details basically would it actually just reflect check timed out. And basically that's just another glitch, another bug with Local Software. What you do is you would just this is how you resolve this. You would run this command. CRSETR modify host resource or that ASM/ATR, and then you would do this. You put check timeout, and then you would just assign a new timeout value. So it can be this is a number, by the way. So you can assign 10, 20, 100. It doesn't matter. And then this is good. This is also so the reason why. So the reason why this is it's important to switch this the ASM state to from Mini to online. Basically, just you won't be able to basically just create a disk group without an ASM. So that's just to put it bluntly. You would have to have the ASM shown as online for you to be able to basically get access to be able to again just create this group for ASM. And then also another bug is that IMPDP may also fail. Okay, again, this has many solutions. That's why I just again that's another reason. That's the research you probably have to do on your own. But basically, this is just be mindful that this feature may fail post may fail post upgrade as a result of the upgrade. And also this is another issue that you may encounter is basically you might have some sort of some denying of access to different users post upgrade. So basically again, so what would happen is that you resolve this by just again you would run this procedure. It's very straightforward. You would run dbms underscore network underscore ACI underscore admin and create and access control list. Basically, and then you just run this, and you would just basically to reassign these users access into the to reassign network access to these users. But again, you would have to run this as a obviously we have to run this as a CCDA or your system user. And also this is about the final piece of advice. Just always make sure that post an upgrade, just always make sure to apply the latest patch release. Again, it's always it's very important to have your environment up to date. Again, so the reason why you have patch releases obviously is again bugs are found in the previous release and they are addressed. The Oracle team addresses those bugs or resolve those bugs in a new release. So just make sure to apply the patch, and so that you have a secure environment, and then you do not run the risk of just not being able to provide the best for your database users. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.